that's my intro now. I'm just kidding. I can't change Judith. I've had Judith since the beginning, so never mind. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am, because we are back with The Who. Well, technically not. It's a Who song, but it is performed acoustically by one. Is it a Sir Pete Townshend? I don't know if he was knighted or not, but Mr. Pete Townshend, I'm guessing. It's Won't Get Fooled Again, Pete Townshend Acoustic. I don't know when this is from or where it's from. I'm going to guess 90s, because I saw a screen cap of him, and it looks like 90s Pete Townshend, so maybe that's him in that era. I don't know, though. I didn't really have any requests or anything this week for The Who, so I was just scrolling, and I stumbled upon this. It actually had a bunch of views, too. I was like, okay, I didn't even know this existed, you know? I know Pete did a bunch of solo stuff afterwards, and did a lot of interesting creative endeavors, shall we say. You know, concept albums and stuff. He loves concept albums. So do I, so that's cool. Let's go. If y'all are not subscribed, please help brother out. Click that icon right down there. I'd really appreciate it. It takes 2 seconds. It's absolutely free, and it really helps channel out. And it really helps out even more if you leave a like and a comment too. If I could talk right. So yeah, we do this every Wednesday around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who Wednesday? You know, pretty simple. Let's go. Come on, piece of shit. All right. Pete Townshend, Won't Get Fooled Again. Acoustic. 3, 2, 1, go.
Some of the statements contained in Lifehouse, Meet the New Boss, Same as the Old Boss, Teenage Wasteland, these were not ironic statements, you know, they were statements that I will stand by.
We'll be fighting in the streets with the children at our feet, and the morals that they worship will be gone.
Maybe 2000s Pete Townshend.
And the men who spurred us on sit in judgment on all wrong. They decide and the shotgun sings the song. I tip my hat to the new Constitution, take a bow for the new revolution, smiling grin at the change all around, pick up my guitar and play just like yesterday. Then I'll get on my knees and pray. We don't get fooled again.
Ooh, that is good. I like the difference.
The change it had to come.
The inflection is different.
We knew it all along. We were liberated from the fool, that's all.
It's very different than Roger's take.
And the world looks just the same. History ain't blamed, 'cause the banners were all flown in the last war. I tip my hat to the new Constitution, take a bow for the new revolution, smiling and grin at the change all around, pick up my guitar and play just like yesterday. Then I'll get on my knees and pray.
Such a different song.
We don't get fooled again.
Oh, yes. Still epic, though. Dun, 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 dun. This is awesome. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen him shred on an acoustic before, now I think about it.
If we happen to be left here forever, get on my papers and I'll smile at the sky. For I know that they hypnotize, never lie.
Ooh,
Do ya?
those chords. Still climactic as hell, bro.
There's nothing in the streets looks east, by the by. The parting on the left is now parting on the right, and the beards have all grown longer overnight. I tip my hat to the new Constitution, take a bow for the new revolution, smile and grin at the change all around. Pick up my guitar and play, just like yesterday. Then I'll get on my knees and pray.
Ooh.
We don't get fooled again.
The differences are so cool to me. Ooh, shit, yeah.
Don't get fooled. We don't get fooled. We don't get fooled again. We don't get fooled again. Meet the new boss, just the same as the old boss. Meet the new boss, just the same as the old boss.
Ain't that the frickin' truth, y'all? Oh no. There was a part cut off afterwards too. I bet that's from like some kind of documentary about Lifehouse. I'm just gonna take a wild guess because there was that little bit of an intro in the beginning talking about it, and Pete is one hell of an artist, man. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's playing electric, acoustic. I think he even plays like piano and stuff too, keyboards and such. You know, you just put him in front of anything probably, and he'll give you something worth listening to. And he always can infuse such, I don't know, political, not even political, but just like societal, social messaging and such. Like he's done a lot of charity work and stuff. He's a very generous and good-spirited man, I think, who had a lot of anger as a youth, because he was just mad at everything he saw, all the injustice in the world, all the suffering. You know, I knew he grew up kind of rough, I think. I don't know the exact story, but I know it wasn't like the most pleasant of childhoods, but I think a lot of kids in the UK back then did not have pleasant childhoods, probably in certain ways, and that can be from a whole thing of factors probably. But I don't know, man. He just turned out so good with what, he fused, and, like I always say, he transmuted all that anger and angst and put it into his music and his work. And look at the body of just, work, to use that word again, that he has, and the whole catalog from The Who to his solo stuff. He's done a lot throughout so many decades. He's one of the best, I feel like every day we get, further and further away from these artists and the masterpieces they created, and we do technically. Every day we get further away and closer towards stuff I grew up on being classic rock. It's rich come from a 30-year-old, but it's true, man. Like the 2000s are already creeping up on classic rock, and that's kind of crazy, but not in my eyes, but in like, radio, whatever kind of eyes. I don't know. I feel like this guy, Pete, I don't know, dude. That was such a different take on the song, and I know that Lifehouse was a failed project or whatever. Not failed, but I guess it didn't work out, and then they ended up making, I think, Who's Next with it, right? Such an iconic album cover. I was just thinking about it. It made me just pause for a second. Such an iconic album cover. That, like I said, the social messaging, the political messaging, he can do it with such nuance and use creative ideas and imagination to make up like scenarios and such. Just like what that's why Gene Roddenberry was, good at what he did, even though he's a a cop, like a San Francisco beat cop who turned into a TV writer, you know. He could, even though it's pretty, sometimes it's more overt than others, you know, but he definitely could infuse a lot of things into storylines that, you know, makes people think about what they think, you know. And I think that's the number one thing, is teaching people how to think and teaching people how to reason. And, you know, because they'll easily blindly accept anything if they don't. And that, you know, that's coming from a nonpartisan kind of angle. That's more of a, just like a cultural thing, you know, like we just don't, you know, I don't know. There's so much that we could learn from each other, and yet we decide to, I don't know, just and do that, you know. And we have more in common with each other than you think, you know. And everyone just likes to stay divided and tribalized, and I don't know. Like I said, this is coming from someone in the middle, and I think everyone that you know, I don't know, it's just politics, you know. I mean, yeah, it definitely runs our government and such, and it should be cared about, and it needs to be, because we kind of get in crappy situations when we don't care about such things. It's those moments of comfort. That's where the weakness sets in. And then there's always people waiting to pounce, man. Same thing with like my sobriety and such. That's what they say, like, you know, your addiction's out in the parking lot doing push-ups, you know. And that's so true. But sometimes you do push-ups too, and you're good to go. You can punch him in the mouth and he comes out. It works out. Yeah, like I liked the whole different version of this. It definitely felt more subtle and more not laid back. I guess it's more of just, I mean, it was acoustic. You didn't have the whole thing, you know, the whole band and such, but I definitely felt like the mood was a little different, especially in the chorus. It was very subdued. That would be the word, and not as angsty. It's almost coming from an older man who still sees injustice and still sees such things, but he's also wizened with his years and realize that that's what's part of becoming an adult is realizing our world is fucked. It's so fucked. But like they did on the Titanic, you still play the music even as you're going down. You know, you can hope for the best. Hopefully there's a life vessel nearby, but I don't see it happening, guys. But like I said, I always have some kind of hope for the future because I have to. If not, then what's the point? But I reading the animal bones, I don't think eventually it'll be okay. We just gotta go through a rude awakening. I think a lot of people have to go through a very, very rude awakening, and might not work out well for everybody, but who knows. Maybe it's the thing that's needed, because history didn't stop in 1991, and it's not stopping in 2024. It's going to keep going and keep going and keep going ad nauseum, with or without us, you know? So I don't know. Guess we'll see, right? Do you guys have any other recommendations by Pete and his solo stuff or the Who or anything like that? Leave it down below. I'm always looking for stuff to do on Who Wednesday, so that's like when I find stuff like this, I'm like, oh, I'm in there. Let's go. Because I love this song. I actually listen to it every week, at least every maybe twice a week. I put it in the warm-up playlist, and it's just one of those songs that pumps you up to no avail, you know, or if that even works. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but you know, it just pumps you up, man. And Pete has a more world-weary interpretation of it here, and you know, he sees that there's some things that you just can't change, and you're only one person, so might as well just dance and play the music while you can. Because you know what? You might die before the Titanic even sinks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might just keep sinking forever. You never know. Maybe that's the whole trick of the thing, is it's an internal sinking. I don't know. Just a thought. But thanks for watching. See you later. Patreon, right there. That's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. I guess you can join just go to the Patreon page. There's some new rules and stuff I laid out just to put, like, you know, depending on what tier you're in, what the song links are and such, but it's all on there. Even if you're not a member or patron, you can just go read it. That's for the PayPal requests and such too, but it's all on there. But if you join Patreon, you get access to all of our block videos, which there's a ton of, full album reactions, which there's more than a few, and our patrons only Discord. We'd love to have you come chat, hang out, and there is also a PayPal in the description if you want to send a tip or a request in that way. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you for the next Who Wednesday. And if you want to watch another video, it's probably right here. There it is. Good video. Good video. Yeah, go watch it.